Welcome to the Astral Weather Report. Every 6 days I come on here to share with you the cosmic astrological influences that affect our behavior, both internally, the way we think, the way we feel, as well as externally in our relationships, communication with others, and ultimately so you can avoid the distractions, the disruptions, the confusion, and use this energy to your highest benefit. So this Astral Weather Report is for October 25th through the 30th. The theme for this next 6 days is purpose through struggle. It's all about the power and devotion, right? What you're committed to is the greatest guide of your trajectory. You've heard those cheesy quotes. Show me a person what they're committed to, show me their habits, show me their rituals, and you can clearly predict their future. So the mental and emotional forecast for this week, it's really, this week's gonna pull at your sense of meaning and responsibility. You might feel tested, right? Emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally, in ways that are asking of you what's truly worth fighting for. Is the juice worth the MF squeeze? As an entrepreneur, you might face some challenges that test your commitment to purpose beyond profit, right? Are you showing up in compassionate service, or are you showing up to make sales? As a parent, it might feel like you're a little stretched, a little spread thin between self-care and caring for others. And just as a leader overall, this next week, you could feel tension between your vision and responsibility, right? Obligations and commitments versus passion and progress. So this cycle isn't about easy wins. It's about discovering strength through purpose. The struggle is ultimately the signal, the sign that meaning is forming. The sun just moved into the 28th signature. So gate 28, it's known as the game player. It's all about purpose through struggle. And so ultimately you might feel some fear of failure, feeling like you're playing from behind, maybe some nihilism or losing faith when things feel hard. It could be really easy to be pessimistic or even cynical. But at the end of the day, the benefit from this is endurance, demonstrating your commitments and your devotion despite external circumstances or internal thoughts and feelings, and continuing with depth of passion and purpose beyond what the outer results are showing, and exercising courage through action. So ultimately seeing challenges as a sacred game that forges wisdom. When we go through problems, we either repeat those problems, we stay in those battles, or we remember the problems that we overcame and we harvest the lessons from those. And so that's what this is about. It's about harvesting the wisdom from our challenges, from our problems, and ultimately recognizing that life happens for us, not to us. So the message is really just that life's obstacles are not punishment, they are refinement. You can't develop a bicep in the gym without resistance. And in the same way, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, to develop mental muscle, emotional muscle, spiritual muscle, resistance and challenge gives us the opportunity to find that strength and develop resilience and fortitude. The earth moves into the 27th signature, so gate 27. It's all about nourishment. It's about the responsibility to care. It's about compassion. So the detriment of this energy is just overgiving, right? I say give everything, leave nothing, but givers must set limits because takers rarely do. So don't overgive. Don't get yourself wrapped up in guilt. Oh, I better do this because otherwise it might seem like I don't care, because that leads to neglecting self-care while tending to others. That you've heard it before. Put the mask on yourself before you serve others, or you're not serving to your highest capacity. The positive energy that comes from this is just that, nurturing through integrity, right? Not obligation. And the message, that comes from this transit of the earth is just that your energy is the most healing when it's full, when it's not depleted. So it really is about being the greatest resource. You give 100 people a script, the one with the highest energy performs. You give 100 people a training protocol for whatever sport, the one that 100% shows up with the most energy exceeds everything. Performance pays the person that shows up with the most energy, not the most intelligence. So I like to say ignorance on fire gets beat every single time. Intelligence on fire gets beat by ignorance on fire. Intelligence on ice gets beat by ignorance on fire. Energy exceeds everything. So just the combined lesson of these two is just that purpose and devotion are inseparable, right? The highest form of strength is care, is compassion for yourself first, for others, for the world, for the mission that gives life meaning. So how to navigate this? Just avoid martyrdom or overextending yourself or assigning meaning only when things feel easy. The way to leverage this is just to change your mindset, change the way you view and perceive struggle, challenge, and problems. It's refinement. You can allow your problems and your challenges to define you, confine you, outshine you, or you can choose to leave them behind you, harvest the lessons from them, let it sharpen your discipline and reveal your devotion. So if you want to get the most out of this energy, just start by asking each day, what's worth my energy today? What have I learned that I'm going to take to this day? Create a little 10-minute soul check-in to pause before reacting to chaos when problems show up. It's not a crisis. Every crisis is a set of problems. Every problem is a set of solutions. So it's always a bridge to solutions that most often when we solve it once, we solve it forever. Choose one area where you've been overgiving or where you've been avoiding conflict and rebalance it consciously. Step into the fire or recognize what you need to subtract so you have more energy, addition through subtraction. Maybe you need to delete some things. And ultimately, just know that as an entrepreneur, your resilience and your fortitude is your brand. Your devotion communicates more authority than any level of perfectionism. As a parent or a leader in general, just nourish through boundaries. Like I said, givers must set limits because takers don't. Otherwise, you're gonna hit burnout this next 6 days. And just be with these questions. An internal question to ask yourself is just, where in my life am I mistaking struggle for failure instead of purpose, right? The cave you fear to enter holds a treasure you seek. And oftentimes by, attaching our identity to our issues and our problems, we don't see that we are a problem-solving machine. You are the problem, but you're also the solution. And then just, externally, how can I care for others without betraying my own energy or needs? How can I give without giving my time and energy that would allow me to show up as a lighthouse and just giving, a little flicker and a flame and then feeling mad that I gave everything to the world? That is the Astral weather report for this next 6 days. I'll see you back here in 6 days. We've got some exciting announcements we'll be sharing with you. In the meantime, remember what you are. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the light. You are the soul in control. Infinite love. Shine the fuck on. Bye for now.